What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest HavocOS on this device. And here let me show you the build date is 8th May 2020, the security patch is latest of May 5th 2020, and the HavocOS version is 3.5, and then the Android version is 10 of course. And we have the HavocOS logo up top, and you can see the stock kernel is this RADX 4.2.2 kernel, and here you can see the build number. Let me go back to the system, and here you do not have any system updater, so you gotta update manually, which is pretty simplistic. You just flash the latest ROM file, the full ROM file, and reboot. You do not need to wipe anything. And talking about clean flashing this ROM, well, I am on the latest Indian firmware for the Redmi Note 5 Pro. I'll put a link for that in the description box below. So I flashed that firmware, and I flashed it with the latest Orange Fox recovery of course, and then I flashed the ROM GApps and rebooted it. So that's how I flashed it. In the Xiaomi Parts section, we have a strength settings. You can control the vibrator intensity of the whole device. With this strength, I have decreased it to 44%. Otherwise, it was a little bit harsh, I guess. And here we have the display color calibration and stuff. Xiaomi DOS settings is there. This is the ambient display settings. And inside thermal, you can change the performance kind of settings, like there is balance, performance, battery, gaming, and extreme battery or battery saving, I guess, settings over here. So if you scroll down, we have the Mi audio enhancer, and you can choose the headphones from here. As you can see, there is a youth edition and stuff, then color edition, Mi noise cancelling headphones and stuff. The sound output via the headphone jack present on the bottom and Bluetooth as well is pretty great over here, not a problem. And here you can change the presets of the sound too. And let me go to the home. One thing that is really cool, that we have the MIUI camera by default here, and as you can see with the portrait mode and stuff, it should be working fine too. And in the video mode, let me show you. If you go into the settings, you can shoot the videos up to 4K 30 fps. Then there is the 1080p 30, 1080p 60, and 720p 30 fps option available. Let me go back from here, and even the front camera and stuff is working fine. And even the front camera flash and stuff, everything is working, so no need to worry. And it is great that we have the MIUI camera present by default over here on this ROM. And with this LED RGB remote app, I have tested the IR blaster present on the device. The IR blaster up top does work super fine on this ROM, no need to worry about it. And in terms of safety net status, as you can see, it says it's passed. So that means you can use the banking apps right out of the box on this ROM. You do not need to flash Magisk or use Magisk Guide to use any banking apps like Google Pay or something. Now, of course, this is HavocOS, so there gotta be a lot of customizations inside this configuration center. But before that, let me show you some more things. In terms of the quick settings panel, let me show you. We do have the screen stabilization, screen record, and FPS info. Let me click on the FPS info, and as you can see on the left side over here on the top, it shows up the FPS info right there, and it does work super fine. That's not a problem. And in terms of the screen record, as you can see, this is how the screen record looks like. And you can change the bitrate, then the audio source. You can choose it to be internal audio or microphones audio. And you can enable the show touches or something. But there is no option to choose 1080p 30 or 1080p 60 fps video. And the stock launcher is the Pixel launcher, I guess. Let me show you by going into the settings. And here, as you can see, this is the Pixel launcher, and to the left of the home screen we have the Google's Discover page. And if you swipe down, you get the quick settings panel, and if you swipe up, you get the app drawer. And the widgets and stuff on the home screen does work super fine, so no issues about this launcher. There is no double tap to sleep on the home screen like anywhere, but you can double tap on the status bar to lock the device. And here is the fingerprint scanner speed. My power button is kind of broken. Let me do it with the right finger right now. So as you can see, the fingerprint scanner speed is not bad at all, and it is unlocking the device pretty fast, but it does increase the brightness a little bit while double tapping on the status bar and unlocking with the fingerprint scanner. Let me show you. I just decreased the brightness a lot. Now if I unlock with the fingerprint scanner, and as you can see, brightness has been increased to the fullest. Yeah, this is kind of a bug, but it's not a huge bummer in my opinion. Now inside the battery settings, we have the battery temperature and stuff. Smart charging is there. You can see the screen on time, of course. And then we have the adaptive battery settings, as you can see. And you can check the full battery usage from here. The battery life should be pretty good. You can get about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, as the device is pretty old. If you have changed your battery, pretty sure you will get 6+ hours of screen on time easily. In the display settings, we have the brightness level, then the adaptive brightness or the auto brightness option, then the night light option is there, and then the dark theme. I have been using it with the dark theme. It has been working totally fine. In the styles and wallpapers, you have these kind of settings. You can change the lock screen clock style from here. As you can see, there are pretty cool kind of clocks, as you can see. If I set it, as you can see, looks pretty cool. But on the lock screen, I have seen this bug. Like if I double tap, as you can see, the screen is locked right now. As you can see, if you see it in slow motion, the wallpaper kind of shrinks to the quarter of the screen, then it goes to the full screen. So yeah, it looked kind of weird, but that's how it is. In terms of stock wallpapers, well, this is not a wallpaper. You get only this one single wallpaper over here. And then in the display settings, we have the lock screen display, and here we have the always on display, but I don't know why you would need it on an IPS display, but the option is there. Double tap to wake does work, and then there is the display cutout kind of feature. Let me go back in the sound settings, and if I scroll down, as you can see, the Mi Audio Direct is not here because it's inside the Xiaomi Parts. And you can disable or enable this charging sound, charging vibration, screenshot sound, and then touch vibration and stuff. And if you go into this vibration and haptic feedback, here you can enable the in-call vibration and stuff, then vibrate for calls, then vibrate for notification and stuff. Then this like ringtone vibration, you can change to these many patterns. So that's really cool. In the security option, of course, the face unlock is not there anymore, which has been removed from all the custom ROMs. So that's how it is. We do not get the face unlocks anymore. Now in terms of customizations, let me jump into this configuration center, and here we have the status bar settings, of course, clock, logo, etc. you can control. Then the brightness control, by sliding a finger on the status bar you can do it. As you can see, it works super fine. No issues while like using the brightness control by sliding a finger on the status bar. Double tap to sleep on the status bar does work. Then there is a network traffic indicator. You can choose it on the status bar or quick setting header. Then the carrier label customization is there. Battery icon style changing option is there. We have the portrait, circle, dotted circle, filled circle, text or hidden option for the battery icon present on the status bar. Then you can change the battery percentage position to next to the icon or inside the icon. Inside status bar logos, we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons from here. And also VoLTE icon is there if you need that. And then we have the 4G icon and small mobile type icon and stuff is there. Bluetooth battery status icon is there. In the quick settings panel, we have the quick pull down option. You can choose it to right or left. You can't have it always, I guess. And battery estimates option is there. Then the background opacity and background blur is there. You can enable it if you want to. Column and row number customization for the quick settings panel is there. Then title haptic feedback option for like tapping the quick settings toggles is there, and then auto brightness settings, etc. Inside lock screen, we have the double tap to sleep on the lock screen, media, artwork, etc. Pocket detection is there, error vibration or authentication vibration is there, but there is no always unlock with the fingerprint scanner. So that kind of I miss, I won't lie, but yeah, that's how it is. That like always unlock feature with the fingerprint scanner is just not there. You gotta put the pin every time you restart your device. And here we have the status bar and lock icon, charging info, etc. on the lock screen. Charging info does show up on the lock screen, so that's not an issue. In the ambient display settings, we have the battery level, always on and stuff. Then double tap and pick up, hand wave, etc. options are there. And here we have the gesture navigation. Here you get the like Android 10 kind of gestures, or you can choose the 2 or 3 button navigation. And if you tap over here, you can change the like size of this pill over here on the bottom. I changed it to long, so yeah, that's why it's like quite a long, looks like iOS. Yeah, pretty cool. And you can go into the power menu, and from here you can have the advanced reboot on the lock screen as well as like in the normal section. So let me quickly show you the power menu, and here as you can see we have the advanced reboot. If I tap over here, you can directly reboot to recovery or fast boot, or just reboot the system UI if you want that. Here we have the screen off power button to toggle torch, and that works super fine here, not an issue. And the playback controls and stuff is there, arrow animation, then long swipe type and stuff is there. You can have an action for that. Then if you go into the gestures, we have the jump to camera, system navigation gestures, of course, the same thing again. Then we have the swipe to screenshot. This is the oxygen OS kind of screenshot. Let me go back, and here If I try this scrolling kind of feature, as you can see the scrolling does work, and as you can see it does take a longer kind of screenshot. So yeah, the long screenshot works super fine, not an issue. In the notifications we have the charging LED, notification LED, and then we have the blink flashlight for incoming calls. You can have it always if you want that, and then blink for call waiting is there too. Edge lighting option is there, so that's cool. You can change the edge lighting color from here if you enable it, and as you can see you can choose it to accent or custom color, as you can see. So yeah, the edge lighting option is pretty cool. You can use it if you would like. Heads up, you can disable it. Force close notification is there. Then if you go into the screen, it takes a little bit of time to go into the screen settings. So once it gets in, as you can see, we have the framework value customization. If you want to customize the status bar padding and stuff, you can do that. And then if I go into the animation, we have the full screen animation from here. Then we have the quick setting, tile animation, flip or rotate. Let me go back. In the mixed settings, we have the screenshot type changing option. Then gaming mode is there. Wake up device, if plugged in, you can disable that option. Charging animation is there too. Let me go back, and then we have the about section. Of course, you can donate to the developers from here if you want to. So that's all the customizations over here, and in terms of smoothness of this ROM, I would say it's pretty good. In terms of PUBG graphic settings, HD and high, and then if you go smooth, there is also the high option. So maximum on every settings you can play on high settings. Of course, there is no HDR option available, and you can see the FPS on the left top right here. I'm getting about 30, 29, 31 FPS. As you can see, 30, 32 showed over there. So yeah, pretty much 30 FPS gameplay with the high settings. The experience isn't too fast, but yeah, it's playable. The FPS is quite dropping, 2024 if you're noticing. And here is the Android and Geekbench score of this ROM. Now let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds and the RAM management over here. Now let's open Twitter, Play Store, YouTube. If you're noticing the animations, they are pretty smooth, I would say. Now let me open all the apps from memory again. And as you can see, all these 5 apps are staying in memory. Not a huge issue, and here is the animations it does. There is no choppiness at all. I think the UI stays pretty smooth, and even the memory management is good enough, but the wallpaper kind of goes black, as you are noticing right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. That's everything about the HavocOS version 3.5 on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think. I think this is a pretty great option for the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and it has a lot of customizations which is pretty good. Thank you so much for watching this video guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.